Hey everyone. Welcome to a not really Mandela Effects After Dark, Diva After Dark show. I am here joined by Josh, Pushin, and Jose, and I have things I need to address really quick. Let me just start off by saying this is not going to be me yelling at anyone. It's not going to be me ranting about anything. It is just me telling you what happened from my side of the story. Responding to a comment on a video that is completely incorrect and wrong, responding to a point of view that doesn't make sense to me, and then responding to someone's comment in my chat because it's off the wall. This is not like it's not so much just I'm not angry. I am just my mind is blown that some of these people seem to think they've done nothing wrong when they did so much wrong. I don't cut friends out of my life for no reason. It's not, I don't do it. I can count on one hand how many times I've cut friends out of my life. That's it. One hand. So you have to do something repeatedly over and I will take shit from people repeatedly. And they can pretend like I didn't even bring it up over and over and over again. But I did. I did bring it up. You can only feel used and pushed aside so much before you say, enough, I can't do this anymore. And usually it takes somebody to cross a line and then I'm like, that's it. It doesn't hurt anymore. It just makes me angry. I'm done. And that's what we're talking about tonight, because I was also accused of being a phony, being accused of being a liar. And I am neither one of those things. So this is basically to set the record straight, to tell you what happened from my perspective. And then I never want to discuss this again. Like I was done with this a year ago.
Yep, sounds good to me.
So this is not a normal show. I'm not doing shout outs. The other show's already up. We're going to go to that one. If this is not your cup of tea, no big deal. Just go over and wait for us at the next show. We'll be there after this one. And if you're watching on replay, you don't have to watch this. I understand this is personal. This is not Mandela related. It's not paranormal. It's just, it has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with my life and things I went through. And I have a feeling some of this may be like a revelation to the people I'm talking about.
Hopefully.
I would hope so. Because apparently they have no idea what they did when you see comments like this in my chat that say, the truth is, it's not the truth. Yeah. Brian and I got tired of being bullied. You know what bullying was? It was me getting upset that I spent my entire Friday and Saturday, 2 days, the entire day, preparing for a show. And then Brian not showing up or at the last minute saying there's not going to be a show after I just spent 12 to 24 hours working on it. So then I get upset. So I guess that's bullying, that I just wasted all of my time while he was out having fun and then just decided to cancel the show on me last minute after I just did all this work for his show. Not once, not twice, not even 50 times it happened. Those of you that were subscribed to Brian, you saw how many times there was going to be a show. Because the shows were the same day every week. And then all of a sudden there wasn't a show, or there was a, sorry guys, show is postponed. Right. Every time. Every time. Every single time, Brian. I spent hours working on that show. And you were out having fun. I'm like, oh, sorry, guys. I'm too tired. We'll do it next time. Last minute. Every time. Teresa is on the West Coast. She is 3 hours behind us. She has the earliest time of all of us and would complain that we expected her to do a show at 7 or 8 her time. 7 or 8 o'clock. So I was bullying her to stay awake at 7 or 8 o'clock at night when she used to do shows at that time, no problem, all the time. What changed was, I don't know. I don't know what changed. Curiouser may join us and she'll back me up on this. All I can tell you is right after Teresa got something, she went from calling me every day up to 10, 12 hours a day to not calling at all. It was a complete shift in her personality. Everything changed. She also seemed to not be able to see Mandela effects and kept telling me that they were fake Mandelas. That's what happened. She also accused me of being like her mother, whatever that means. And I hated my mother, she said.
Wow.
She was constantly telling me, after I did all the work, that we shouldn't have a show because she didn't want to. Here's the newsflash, Teresa. You didn't have to be there, especially towards the end where you weren't doing anything. You weren't looking for residue. You weren't contributing Mandela effects. You were doing nothing. You were showing up and sighing because you had to be there, complaining that you had to be there. That is the truth. So no, I wasn't bullying you. As a matter of fact, I was the one that stood up for you constantly. I was the one playing damage control constantly. When you offended someone in your group, when you blocked someone, when they came crying to me that they were blocked for no reason, or playing damage control when you were accusing people of taking your Mandela effects. I remember Moneybags messaging me like, what the hell? And I'm like, I don't know. I was constantly playing damage control for you. Constantly telling people to understand for you and your actions. I was the one who calmed you down constantly. So I don't know this bullying thing. This bullying thing didn't happen until the end when I got sick and tired of being treated like trash. Bullying is me standing up for myself, Teresa. I was tired of being treated like shit. So I want to tell everybody why we're here. Live on air, I recommended Teresa's group. I said, don't go to this group. It's full of trolls. The trolls are actually mods in the Mandela Effect, the biggest Mandela Effect group on Facebook. I said, if you want a real Mandela Effect group, go to Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. I recommended Teresa's channel, page, not channel, excuse me. I said, do you make sure you answer the questions or they won't accept you? I recommended you go to her Facebook page. And that's when I saw that my artwork was being used without my permission. So apparently I need to explicitly state what my permission means. Here we go. When anyone who does any creative content whatsoever, unless you're doing a reaction video, that's a separate category. I'm talking about taking someone's artwork and changing it, or taking someone's artwork and using it. Okay? If someone says to you, I'm going to make you a banner for your Facebook group, and they make you a banner, that does not mean you get to take that banner and change it and keep updating it to your liking in perpetuate. What's the word? Perpetually. Perpetuity? I don't know. Perpetuity, thank you. That does not mean you get to take my artwork and have AI change it. Curiouser is here. Hey, Curiouser.
Hi.
Hi. Give me 1 second. I'm just explaining the artwork thing, and then we'll get
Okay.
back to the truth of the matter. Because I still want to describe, tell people what happened, the reason, what caused the beginning of this, but because it has to do with the artwork. So I made a banner for the 6-year anniversary and the 5th year. Josh, would you mind pulling up the banners? The
the banners.
yeah, please.
All right.
The banners. Oh, screw you, Teresa, really. I don't beg for money. I ask for money for my work. And it's never, ever required. I don't say, guys, if you don't donate this amount, I'm going to cut off the stream or I'm going to go somewhere else. No, Teresa. Melissa said she kicked me out of the group. Raise your hand if Teresa Lynch kicked you out of a group or blocked you. Oh my God. Let it go. No, Brian, I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to let people know how I was treated. We didn't take your artwork. Yes, you did. And I'm going to show it right now. This is my, oh, no. This is my artwork. This is me in my photo editing art. I redrew all of these characters. I traced over them. Obviously, I don't own the rights to Hanna-Barbera, Berenstein Bears. I don't own that stuff. But I redrew this artwork, positioned it, made it this layout, thought it was neat to have like the flashlight and the other characters there. I did all that. I designed it, added the text, made the 6 I made the glitch pattern. That's all me. Added the shadow in. That's me. My artwork. I designed it. I just don't own the artwork of Shaggy, Scooby, Papa Berenstein, the daughter, and the Monopoly Man. I did add the Adam's apple, Shaggy, and the monocle to the Monopoly Man. Okay, so you can see the layers. I created this. That does not mean you get to take this and stick it into an AI to change the number. You know what having, can you go to the next one? You know what having this artwork could imply? Oh, and also, Teresa, please change your about. I wrote that. That's my words. Happy 5th anniversary. You're on what, 8 or 9? Please change that. Okay, next. No, see, this is still my design. It was still my idea. And as we pointed out in the show, the flashlight is in front of Elma's head. It makes no sense because it's AI, because AI doesn't know what it's doing. It doesn't understand spatial things. It threw a puzzle piece into that's so weird. But what this implies, this can imply 2 things. Number 1, because it was my design and people knew it was my design in the group. It could imply that 1, I'm still there, which I'm not. And number 2, that I prefer to just use AI to make my artwork now for banners that sit on a website for literally a year. No, I don't. I won't do that. If it's something important like that, I'm designing it from scratch. I'm not going to use AI to create the banner on my YouTube page at the top. For a thumbnail, yeah, because I need to get one up quick to do a show. That's not important. But my brand identity, like this is the brand identity for MRRH or whatever it is, Della Reality Residenters. Yeah. Okay. MRRH, this is the brand identity. You have it in the banner. No, I wouldn't use AI for it. And I don't like the implication that people might think that I would use it. It is not right to take someone's artwork that they let you use, that they made for you, and change it without their permission. You didn't even ask. You didn't even try to ask. And guys, if you see a comment from them that I think I should respond to, please let me know after I get through this, because I don't want to get off track.
You got it.
Thank you. All right. Can we get to the comment, Josh, please? No, I think yeah, I thought, okay. No, that's part 2. Okay, so again, going over the facts. I accidentally saw that they were still using my picture, but they ruined it with AI. And found out that they did it 2 years in a row on air. I found out this on air because I don't go to Facebook. I have not been to Teresa's group since I left it. So I had no idea. The only reason why I was at Teresa's group was to advertise it and send people there. And I still think you should go there because there's actually Mandela affected people there. But this was sent to me on that video where I recommended Teresa's group. This is from Brian's mother. People watching this phony Sandy, because how am I phony, Anita? Mainly about, I'm going to make it full screen. I can't read it. Seething jealousy. I have no jealousy towards Teresa. What is there to be jealous about? I don't even think about you guys. I didn't even think. The only thing I have a thought of is Teresa has a group to send people there. That's it. I don't sit and talk about you guys. Astro fell asleep. Astro was saying what happened because he had no idea. He wasn't around before this, so he didn't know any of this that happened. So he was looking forward to tonight to know what happened. I don't talk about you. I don't think about you. What you guys did to me was so wrong that it's like a switch just shut off. And to be honest, Teresa is not the same person. She's not. She's just not. Curiouser, do you agree or disagree that Teresa is the same person?
Yeah, I have to agree with Sandy that she is not. She has definitely shown that she's in an instant, just like short amount of time has gone from one person to another. She's another person.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying they're bad people, just to be clear. I'm just saying they're different.
Yeah, and that's what the mystery is what what she had ended up being like is so different. And yeah, I will definitely back up with that, Sandy, what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go on this comment. That logo has been there since 2018. Well, that's just false. I didn't know Teresa until the very end, December of 2018. And I made that logo for her group on the 6th anniversary in 2024. So no, it has not been there since 2018. And she's now just claiming that my son, Brian, I actually didn't mention Brian. I didn't know who did it. All I knew is that someone did it. Copied from her. I never said he copied. I said he took my artwork and put it into AI and asked them to change it from 6 to a 7 and a 7 to an 8. That is what I said he did. And that is not right. You don't do that. I did not give you permission to do that. I made the banner with the 6. For 7, someone else should have created a banner. from scratch. Okay. No, it was an AI version. Yes, I agree. It was an AI version that should never have been created. Perfectly legal to use. Absolutely not. No, it's not legal to use. I mean, I'm not going to take them to court, but I could. But then I wouldn't win because the Berenstein Bears are in there. But the thing is, it's still my design. It's not legal for you to take other people's artwork and use it however you want. It's not. Going on. Why now you're angry? Because I just came across it. I just found out that he did that twice. AI created that particular logo back in 2018. First off, AI didn't create it. AI took my creation and edited it. That is what AI did. It's my creation, not AI's. And it wasn't 2018. AI wasn't even out until 2022, Anita. Brian did that in 2024. Or actually, I should say 2025. I made mine in 2024. For the 2025 May anniversary, I wasn't speaking to them since January. So on May 4th, 2025, he did that. And then on May 4th, 2026, he changed it again with an 8. And why now Sandy decides to make a show of going behind Teresa and Brian's back? First off, I'm not going behind their back because they're not my friends. I need to tell them about it. And I wasn't making a show about them. It was a show about the big 30,000 Mandela Effect group on Facebook. That's what I was talking about. It wasn't about them. And I never mocked them. What is she talking about? Did I, guys, you were there. Did I mock Brian and Teresa? Mock the group?
No. You did exactly what you said.
The only group we were mocking was the one filled with trolls. So my guess is Anita and or Brian and Teresa did not watch that whole segment. They skimmed through it. And when they saw us making fun of the post, they made the false assumption, ass out of you and me, that we were talking about Teresa's group when we were actually talking about the other group. That would be probably the correct assumption. Shame on me. It's not a stupid thing when you steal people's artwork. I'm sorry, it's not stupid. Brian says he stopped doing shows with me because of all my demands. No, you didn't, Brian. I stopped doing shows with you because you stole my artwork back then. Because you literally, I'm going to tell everybody exactly how it went down step by step. And then they can decide whether or not you stopped doing shows with me because of all my demands. Because again, you constantly canceled on me and did not care that I had just spent hours up to a full day working on your show, even making your thumbnails.
Yeah, Brian's saying that you skipped all of his other chats.
What do you mean skipped his other chats?
He said a bunch of chats here.
I'm not looking at his chats. I'm trying to read the comment on the screen.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And I told them straight out, I felt like I had a right to give some demands. Here's the demands I gave. I am doing all of the work. All of it. Teresa stopped doing the residue. She stopped talking to me on the phone. She didn't want anything to do. She didn't want to be on the shows. Curious, I'm going to ask you to jump in. What did she do on your show?
Yeah, there was a time when Teresa was doing shows with Sandy and I on my channel, and all of a sudden it seemed after her switch, she was just pretty much rude. She'd making the noises when we'd ask her to read, like she didn't want to participate. And we talked to her about it, and she said that it's kind of like we're forcing her to be on the show. I don't know why she was even on the show if she didn't want to be there. And she just seemed to have lost all interest in anything we were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, there was someone else that I don't want to say who it is because I haven't talked to them about this. There's someone else who would also probably verify that as well, but on Brian's show. I don't care about the 90 minutes, Brian. Jeff and I were doing shows after you. It didn't matter. The 90 minutes didn't matter. You're gaslighting here or something, because we just ended your show and went over to my channel and did the rest of the show. So I don't get it. No. I was sick and tired of no one caring about how much time I was putting into your show. I was sick and tired of being told that what Teresa wants is more important when all she had to do was show up. And she's 3 hours behind us. And I'm going to get to a perfect example the last time it happened. But I need to finish this comment first. Next picture, please. She said I was running my mouth in that vid about it. All I was doing was sharing Teresa's group. Teresa's group logo has been updated and once again created. No, it was not created by your son, Anita. Nothing was created by Brian. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. He stole my artwork and plugged it into AI, and AI edited it. That's it. Period. That's it. Brian created zero. Nothing. You are lying there. Let's see. Created by my son Brian using AI tech. That means he created nothing. Proving he's the best. Oh my God. Whatever, Anita. He's your son. I'll let that pass. When it comes to keeping the peace, because that's who he is. No. And she's trying to say it's 1,000 times better. No, it's not. AI. No. Again, flashlight in front of Velma. Light behind Velma. Not better. Much worse. Words cut off because it's AI. What I created is 1 billion times better. Okay, anyway. And again, I didn't even draw those characters. They're not mine. I just designed it and laid it out in an appealing way for her banner. Made sure everything was the right size and fit so that the words weren't cut off and you could see it all. Unlike AI. All right, anyway. Shame on me. Okay, how about shame on you for talking without knowing the facts, Anita? I didn't do a bad video. I sent people to Teresa's group, but apparently you guys didn't understand that. I don't have a selfish ego, Anita. I just don't like being treated like shit. I was not mocking former good friends. I'm not stooping low. It's called standing up for myself and my stuff. That's not stooping low. Stooping low is pretending that you've created something with AI. Stooping low is taking someone else's artwork without their permission, running it through AI, and using it for a banner for 2 years. Stooping low is trying to pretend that you have permission to use something when you actually don't. Like if I say to you, you can show a presentation of a Mandela effect that you found, where it would clearly say, credit Brian McFarlane or credit Teresa Lynch. Until I get there. Oh, that's the key right there. Until I get there. because I had made Mandela effects for that night's show. Okay? They were brand new. No one had seen them yet. Don't show them until I get there. Josh, it isn't gossip trash out of my mouth, Anita. It's the truth. And unfortunately, the truth hurts sometimes. Oh, I will say, thank you, Brian, for finally making an actual banner, even though you used AI. I'm not going to down you for using AI. It's nice. It's not mine. So I'm happy. It's sad that I had to say something, but whatever. It's done. That's a good thing. I even put thank you on the picture. Here you go, Josh. I'm sending you the picture where I show the new banner.
Can I also say something?
Yes.
That just to back up Sandy as a witness, there were many times where she was ready for a show that she worked hard on, and she said that one or the other of the members of the show was not going to be able to make it, or they canceled the show, and she was very hurt because she did all this work, or they would cancel at the last minute. And I was really tired of hearing that, and I told her, something's got to be done. So that's all.
After she worked all day on it.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
of a sudden they cancel out. Yeah.
Thank you, Kira, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also going to show the comments on the stream that this happened, which I'm going to send to you, Josh. And I'm not going to show the video. I mean, you guys, if you want to go see the show, you can. But I'm just going to add some context to what I was saying in the chat. I was responding to Brian live. But here, I wrote thank you. You guys finally made a banner instead of using my artwork and changing it with AI. Appreciate it. So anyhow, we can take that down. These are the comments. Brian claiming I gave him permission. That's why I'm going about the permission thing. So out of nowhere, about 6 months to a year after Brian and Curiouser stopped doing shows, and it was just me and Jeff doing shows. Okay. On the same day, Curiouser and Brian said they were going to do a show out of nowhere. And I was so excited. I was so happy. I'm like, wow. So I made, yeah. But the thing is, Curiouser told me this first, like 2 days before Brian said anything. So when Brian told me, I said, okay, well, you and Teresa start it. I'll join you after I'm done Curiouser's show, because she told me she was coming back first. I got to do her show first. And he said, no problem. Great. He even postponed the show because I couldn't be there, because I had a show the original day he wanted to come back. So he postponed it to the same day of Curiouser's show, because I was supposed to be on it. So anyhow, I go do Curiouser's show. But before I do, I tell Brian, until I get there, you guys can show anything in Flickr that's credit Teresa or Brian. Anything you want. There's tons in there. That's credit Teresa or Brian. But whatever you do, don't show the new ones that I made for the show. Wait till I get there. What do you think Brian did? Anyone want to guess what Brian and Teresa were showing when I got there?
Showing the new ones.
There you go. They were showing the new ones that I had worked on that I had not even shown myself. Which wouldn't have been that big of a deal, except I went to Messenger to get the link to join the show, and guess what, guys? There was no link there. So I said, where's the link? And Brian said, Teresa doesn't want you here, so we thought it'd be best just to do the show without you while they're showing my stuff. Excuse me?
Yeah, that's a
That's my
slap in the
work.
face right there. Yeah, that's a
That's my
slap in the
work. Go
face.
fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's my work. I don't give a fuck if Teresa doesn't want me there. These are the options. You boot her and pull me up there if you're going to show my stuff, or you stop showing my stuff immediately. And that is why you see me saying this stuff in the chat. My work, not yours. You are done. This is still my work. She can talk about it without the slides. This is why I was acting like this in the chat. I was just told that I was not allowed to join the stream that I was supposed to be on while they show my stuff. That is the ultimate using someone. The most you could use someone. She's going to make the content for my channel, and I'm going to take it and not let her up here. That is what you did, Brian. So seriously, go fuck yourself. He just called me 3 times. You want to know why, Brian? Because you know you're in the wrong, and you didn't want me to go live about it. That's why you're texting and calling. I don't want to talk to people who treat me like shit. I'm sorry. I'm done. The only time you called me the last 2 years we were friends was when you needed help with Lisa or Teresa. You never called. And you know what? Calling me 3 times tonight, maybe you should have called that day to say you were sorry. But you didn't. You didn't call then. I need a minute.
Well, this people.
No, I'm sorry,
mean-
wait. No, not dishonest, Brian. I just told everything that actually fucking happened. Word for word, the truth. That is what happened. I told you, then Teresa shouldn't be there. It should be me. That's my work. I don't care what Mandela effect I'm covering. No one owns them. I wrote them. I found the pictures. I put them together. That is mine, not yours to show whatever you want. They're
Daniel.
slides, so they're more like, corporate looking. But you know what? It's still artwork. It's still creative content that I spent the hours making, not you and not Teresa.
Daniel's requesting the I can't cat.
I can't that I can't. Can you go to the next picture, Josh? Please. So here you can see they're showing my stuff, and I'm like, I'm also talking with the chat. I'm saying to Rich Sanic, I'm glad he's better. I'm glad he's okay because he had a heart attack at the time.
Oh, wow.
But no, Sandy is saying, get my work off of your show. That is all I cared about. Like literally, you can read it. I'm not making stuff up. You can see it. Brian's sitting there saying that I'm making stuff up. You can see it.
Yeah,
what you
that's the
couldn't
proof.
see was Messenger. You can see that I was telling them to take it down because backstage I was being told, Teresa's more important, but so's your work, but not you. I'm going to use your work, but you can stay off the show. Fuck you. I and my work go hand in hand. If you're showing my work, I am there. I said you could show only the work. The permission I gave was for you to show ones that said credit Teresa Lynch and credit Brian McFarland. If that wasn't at the top, which none of the new ones were, none of them, yet you did not have my permission to show them. You knew you didn't have my permission to show them. I was actually explicit in saying the new ones were to wait until I got there. Yet you showed the new ones anyway. Then you blocked me from the chat until I calmed down. Like, screw you. No, you blocked me from the chat, so I couldn't tell the chat what you were doing. So the chat didn't know that you were showing them without my permission. That's why you blocked me from the chat. This is why. And leading up to this, like I said, Brian was constantly canceling. After he could have told me at the beginning of the day, you know what? I'm going to the fair with my family. Maybe we should postpone the show because I'm probably going to be tired. No problem. No, instead, I just worked 12 hours on the show. Hey guys, I'm tired I went to the fair with my family today. We're not going to do the show tonight at 9:30 p.m. when the show is at 10. Or my iPad's slowing down. I'm trying as fast as I can to get everything done. And I have those two whining that I'm taking. Well, if you can't get it done in 5 minutes, we're just going to cancel. After, again, I've been working for 12 hours. That was my last year or two with Brian and Teresa. But Teresa was okay and all of a sudden changed in January of 2024. For the last year, she barely spoke to me. My stepdad died. She didn't even say anything.
And Teresa and me and Sandy used to talk on the phone a lot. And it just all of the sudden, one day, Teresa just didn't call Sandy anymore. And I thought that was weird. So we tried to confront her. You know, what's going on? Why are
Well,
you
no,
just
originally we called to see if she was okay because we didn't hear
Yeah,
from her.
because we didn't know what was going on. And she just denied everything. She just ignored the whole topic. And it just was really weird. Like she just didn't care at all.
It was like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah. Yeah. Very bizarre.
Yeah, Geek. Brian can say whatever he wants. The truth is out there to see. I mean, obviously you can't see our private messages, but why would I make it up? And I wasn't on that show, so that confirms what I'm saying. I mean, if you go to Curious's channel, you can hear me say, I'm back because Brian won't let me on the show and he's using my artwork. Because I said that on Curious's show when I went back to it. We had a troll on your show that night, too.
Yeah, I don't like him talking down to LJ either. That was stupid.
I didn't see what he said. I'm so sorry, LJ. You're done. Brian, I've been done since January of 2025. You're done. You guys treated me like shit. You treated me like the person you call when you have a problem, but if you don't, you just toss me aside. I was the fixer for you. You had a problem in your life, you call me. You expect me to have the show ready at a specific time, and if my iPad's giving me trouble and I'm doing all this work myself, screw all the hours you worked, show's canceled. Or if you had something better going on in your life, like Dungeons and Dragons, forget it.
We works. We know how she runs the show, and she's always working. She works hard for us and everything. That's what she used to do for Brian, but they didn't appreciate her of all the work that she does.
They
She
did at
didn't,
first. Wait. They did. They did in the beginning. They did for a couple of
yeah,
years.
yeah,
But
then
something
they abuse
changed.
you. They abuse you and used you and abuse you. And it says it was for them, it was okay, but they didn't know how to run a show without you. So now they're trying to do a show by themselves. But you know, the proof is in the pudding. All the subscribers,
Jose,
everybody is complimenting your shows.
Jose,
What?
I appreciate you
No,
speaking up, but I have to correct something you said. They
no,
do
but
know how to run a show, but it's not the same show. It's a different show. You know, it's a show before I had my presentations on their show.
mhm.
It's just a different show. So I'm not saying they don't know how to run a show. I'm not saying that. I'm
Well,
just saying
I'm saying that the level that show is not going to even come close
it's
to
just
this show.
different.
Yeah, it's different. Okay, but the level that they had, and I love that show. I was always there. I was always lurking. I even went and spoke on their show. Even Teresa said, "Man, you're a good speaker and you're interested speaker." And she stood for the whole show when I was serious about the Mandela effect. You know, I have nothing against Teresa or anything. She's a kind lady and everything, but the quality of show that they were running just dropped as soon as they took you out, and they knew it.
Because Sandy was the meat of that show. She created everything, most
Yeah,
everything.
the proof is in the
Okay,
pudding. The proof
I
is
need
in
to
the
say
pudding,
something to the
and
chat.
Hmm.
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
Yanni. I'm only doing this because I was a comment was left on my video accusing me of lying, making stuff up, and being told that it was legal to steal my artwork and change it. And I'm just showing the pattern of what led to that. I was treated like shit and used, and these people keep seeming to think that they did nothing wrong. They actually think that they did nothing wrong, that it was okay to disregard all the work I did for their show, that it was okay to let me work for hours on end and then say, never mind. But more importantly, it was okay to take my art, take all the research and Mandela effects that I found, and show them without my permission. The brand new ones for the show that week. Like if they showed the older ones, really, I wouldn't have cared. But the ones that I made for the show, really? And then tell me I'm not allowed to be there while you do it? How do you think any of that's okay? Like, are you really that dense? Blowing my mind here. And I just needed people to understand that this isn't a first time thing. That the Facebook thing is a side note to this. This is why I said, enough, I'm done. Don't even talk to me anymore. And then again, the big FU of calling me 3 times in a row today and sending me messages on my phone when you couldn't even say sorry for doing this. What the fuck? Like, really? That's it. I just needed to point out that I'm not phony. I'm not a liar. And I have every right to be pissed. I'm not running my mouth. I'm stating the facts as they happened. And the truth is, they were my closest friends.
Mhm.
I was constantly talking to Curiouser and Esther and Jeff about how much they've been hurting me. And then when I stand up for myself, I'm being told I'm a bully. So sorry. So sorry your feelings are hurt. Sorry. You've only been doing this to me for 1.5 years now, 2 years. My time doesn't matter. Only yours does. Go get your sleep. But they can stay up to be here right now, can't they? No problems. They're in my chat. 1:30 in the fucking morning Eastern time. No problem. Brian, peace is P-A-A-C-E, not P-I-E-C-E. Good Lord. Your peace is lies, Brian. Unless you are literally so dense that you didn't see what you did. But I have Curiouser and Jeff if he were awake, and Esther if she knew about this, but Esther didn't because I was asleep when she was awake. I don't even care. All I know is that, and no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep something out. I'm going to keep that private.
Yeah. And I motivated Sandy to start her own show. Don't, stay away from everybody, do your own thing. You're the storm that's moving. You're the ones that with the information. You're the one that's creating his show, and he to me he never really thanked you for what the hard work that you did. I mean, that's what pissed me off the most, and it
Hold on a
wasn't
second.
right.
Melissa, are you serious? Is Brian married again? Because she said that's not him. It's got to be his wife this whole time. Are you sure? Because I got 3 phone calls and texts tonight. Go ahead, guys. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I just needed to get this information out here. Because of that comment that was calling me a liar, a phony, saying it was legal to take my artwork without my permission, to do whatever you please with it. I needed to respond to it. And I don't think Brian was honest with his mother about what actually happened. And just to let anybody out there know, if someone creates artwork like this, and they're expecting to be showing it, you can't tell them they can't join and still show it. That's theft. You're stealing from me. I did not give you permission to show that. And like I said, the options were get rid of the one who has a problem with me being there or stop showing my stuff. Those were the only 2 options. You chose option 3 to say, screw you, Sandy. I'm going to keep showing it, keep you from being on the show, and then block you in the chat so people couldn't hear you say why you were mad.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me how that's okay. So I lied at the beginning. I said I wasn't going to yell. I wasn't going to yell until they came in the chat, but the amount of stuff I did for them, I wanted to do it.
Yeah. I saw the work that you did, Sandy. Jeez. I just can't believe that they treated you that way, and they abuse you and use your work. And like I said, they never gave you value for the being part of the show. You were just a guest or something like that. And now you have your own show. You can do your own content, how you are, how honest you are, how hard worker you are. I mean, I would not be here if I didn't see the fruits of your work. But to me, they're very important. But he failed to see that. He just wanted to have a great show and sound like a professional radio, whatever he is. But he lost the.
No, Jose,
he was doing shows for himself. He was doing shows for himself to look good, but not for the people.
No.
You're doing You're doing the show for the people.
No.
Yes, Sandy, you're doing.
No. What this was Brian trying to placate Teresa. Teresa crying that she didn't want me there, and Brian saying, okay. That's what that was.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Okay.
But yes, you're right. They didn't appreciate the amount of time that I was putting into the show. Tracy used to stand up for me with Brian about it. And then, like I said, switch flip, totally different person. Now I'm bullying her for standing up for myself. Because I yelled at her. And I would yell because of this bullshit. Because again, lots more behind the scenes, guys. Curiouser knows about it, right, Curiouser? Because I was talking to you all the time about it.
Yeah. And I do want to mention that it is strange that a lot, not only them, but other people have changed in their personalities and everything. I don't know if anyone's noticed this about people you know. I don't know if that's a Mandela effect or not, but it seems to have happened and it's still happening. So I just want to throw that in.
Chilster Deluxe. No, they didn't create a different show. I was supposed to be on that show. He just didn't send me the link to join it, and then told me it was because he thought it was best that Teresa and him do a show without me while also showing my stuff. Yeah. So, all right, people, that's it. I just wanted to explain that don't steal people's artwork, put it through AI and call it your own. And, you know, don't use your friends. Appreciate your friends. That's all. All right, guys, we're going to go to the real show now because it's a half hour late. So everyone move over, please. There's 50 of you. I'm not even doing shout outs because I don't consider this a real show.
All right, Sandy, I'm going to have to go. But yeah, I just wanted to.
I was going to ask if there was anything else you wanted to add or say.
No, I just wanted to add what I said, that there have been some strange changes in people, and I don't know if it's the Mandela effects or what, but yeah. But yeah, I think that's it. Anything else? No. But yeah, it's just you know, when Sandy was working with me on my show, and she did a lot of the graphics, and I would always try to, if I wanted to cancel, I would try to talk with her about it, whether we should cancel or not. Didn't I, Sandy?
Yeah, no, you would always let me know ahead of time, or
yeah.
If it, and honestly, you did cancel at the last minute a couple times, but it was so rare. I was like, oh, okay, something's wrong. All right, no problem, because it was rare. It wasn't like every other show.
Yeah. So, and you know, that just gets to me that you know, she had to do all that work, and all of a sudden she's not going to be doing the show. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. But all right, that's all. I'm going to take off, and I will be watching in the background of the show at least. Okay.
Thank you, Curiouser. Oh wait, Curiouser, happy birthday!
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Have a good night.
You too.
All right,
Night.
Curious.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good night. Good night, Curiouser. All right, guys. I'm not even going to do an outro for this mess. I'm just going to end it. And I hope to see you guys for the real show. We're going to be reacting to Jay Dreamers tonight. So I hope you'll join us. But we'll be over there. Give us like 5 minutes to switch StreamYards, and then we'll get started. So thank you all for being here, for listening. I'm not telling anybody to, again, my side of the story. There's always two sides, and honestly, I don't think they actually realize how bad they treated me. I really don't. I don't think they did.
That's sad.
It is, but you heard them in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It's
Melissa knows too.
Yeah, me and Sandy been friends for a long time, and she opened up a lot of stuff to me, and you know, I don't I don't talk about it, but she's a strong lady. I mean, it takes a lot to make her hurt her. You know, she'll give you so much love and everything else, but once you cross that line, you know, better watch out because she's in the right. I'm backing her up on this video because she spoke 100% truth. Because I saw the shows. She texted me for this is not new that me and her just happened to be in the show. No, we planned all this. I motivated her. I believed in Sandy. I supported her emotions. I went I went through hell with her, in other words. And I
Yeah.
respect Sandy as a person. I support her as a creator. And I if I had a hat, I would tip it. All my respects go to you. And I'll back you up 100% because I believe in your work and I believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jose.
Got me tear up. Makes me angry.
I did.
And Go Kart Bob, it's good to see you. We were getting worried about you.
Yeah, we were.
All right, guys. I am. Yeah, curious. Are in the private chat wrote all your demands. My demand was if you said there's going to be a show, make sure there's a show. So sorry. Anyhow, guys, we will see you for the real show. I just need a minute and we'll see you over there. The link is pinned at the top of the chat on the main channel. I'm trying to get to the other channel because I have this on the other channel too. I'm just trying to switch. Geez, this is a pain. Uh-oh. Nope, wrong thing. I'm just trying to pin it to the top to make it easier for everyone. Okay, there we go. All right, it is pinned at the top of the chat. That's where we're headed. We'll see you over there soon. Say goodnight, guys, or say goodbye, guys, because it's not good night.
Yeah,
We'll
much
see you
love
on the
and
next
respect.
show.
Much
Yeah,
love and
you guys
respect to most that are here.
See you at the channel.
All right. See you in a minute, guys.